Joshua, I'm not looking for the lost weekend here. I'm just asking you to just give it a little sip.
Look, darling, I appreciate the effort, but I'm just not thirsty right now, all right?
Just take a sip.
Maybe later.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I do worry about you. I love you. Joshua, please tell me what's going on.
There's some bad news from Springfield.
Well, you might as well tell me about it, because I'm not going to give up until you do.
Mademoiselle, you don't mind if I look around in here a little bit, do you?
But, monsieur, I do not know you.
The name is Shane, and you must be Denise.
How did you know that?
Well, as I told you at the door, I know some of the people back in Springfield that were close to your boss.
Friends of Monsieur Valère?
Well, friends, business associates, sometimes it's hard to tell them apart.
Oui, because Monsieur Valère had very few friends, only people he trusted. Un peu.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So you can understand that once the poor man got murdered, a lot of those people were getting some heat from the police back home.
Pardon, heat?
Yeah, unwanted detention.
Ah oui, il y en avait beaucoup de heat around Monsieur Valère.
Yeah, so I was sort of hoping to look around, and if I turn up anything new, I can help those people that are getting flack back there.
I am sorry, monsieur. Monsieur.
Call me Rusty.
Monsieur Rusty. I know you have come a very long way, but this is a private home. I cannot allow just anyone in.
Well, I don't think Valère's going to object.
Oui, but Madame Valère will be the owner now, and I cannot allow you to poke around in her property.
Well, haven't the police already done that, though?
Oui, but then I had no choice.
You are close to the Madame, correct?
Oui, bien sûr. She left the chateau in my charge.
Well, I didn't want this to get around, but one of the people I'm trying to help is Christine.
You know Madame Christine?
And her friend, Johnny Bauer. And if I don't come up with some evidence that proves she's innocent, Christine's in big trouble.
I don't get it, Christine. Why turn yourself in now?
I'm tired of running. Aren't you?
Yes. But that does not mean I murdered Valère.
You think the cops are on their way yet?
Shh. I just think this might all be easier if for everyone, if I just claim I shot him in self-defense.
Christine, is that what this is all about? To make things easier for everyone?
Roxy, please, you just don't understand.
None of us
now.
understand any of this. Including how that gardener found your watch out here.
Well, I really don't understand that at all. I thought I left it at Cachet.
Do you think Alexandra might have had...
What, have set Christine up? No, that's not her style. But it is strange that you ended up here at the Spaulding retreat.
Well, one time, I remember Philip talking about this place. That I knew it would be empty.
You heard Philip? When?
Would you stop badgering me? Now, look, none of this really makes any difference right now.
I've been hiding from the cops for weeks because they think you and I killed your husband. And you have got the nerve to get upset because I'm a little curious? Not to mention irritated as hell that I can't get a straight answer out of you!
God, you don't have to yell at me about this whole thing. I have been in hiding also, you know.
And I suppose it's while you were hiding out that you ran into Philip. And he gave you the good news about the retreat being empty and available.
You know, your sarcasm is not really necessary.
This is unbelievable.
Does she have to be here now?
Yes. Roxy does. She has put her neck out on the line for me, and she deserves answers just as much as I do.
All right. I didn't overhear Philip. I came here on my own.
You don't lie to me.
You're hurting me.
Will you just give me some straight answers, Christine? After all we've been through, can't you even do that? Just tell me, what the hell are you doing here?
no guiding light.
You have 90 minutes to take the examination. Please open up your test booklets and start now.
The military offers you a selection of 3 test programs to earn college credit. But not all people do well in high-pressure test situations. That's why one program features tests without a time limit. The Dante's Subject Standardized Tests, DSSTs for short. Another feature makes DSSTs different. They cover vocational technical subjects like auto mechanics, as well as tests on academic material. Technical subjects and no time limit. If these differences make sense for you, see your education counselor. Ask about the tests for credit called DSSTs.
You think Christine will talk?
Quiet, Enright. I want to hear it.
Answer me, Christine.
Why don't we all just sit down and have a nice civil conversation?
Not until I know who knows where you are.
Nobody who wants to hurt us. That somebody does know.
If it's not Alexander or Philip.
All right, I'll tell you. It's Alan. But he said I'd be perfectly safe here.
Damn it.
Why would Alan Spaulding, one of the richest men in the country, hide you when you're wanted by the police?
Because he knew I needed help.
Oh, gosh, why didn't we think of that? Are you a close friend of his, Christine? That's ridiculous.
Alan Spaulding wouldn't stick his neck out unless there was a reason.
Well, maybe he likes damsels in distress.
No, from what I understand, Alan Spaulding only uses damsels in distress.
Just how did he know that you needed help?
Maybe he's psychic.
Damn it, Christine.
Okay. I met him after Paul was killed.
And you struck up one hell of a conversation with him. Oh, yes. Hello, Mr. Spaulding. I'm a friend of Johnny Bowers.
No, I already knew him before. I met him before. At the Blue Orchid, all right? So what?
So plenty. What, does he owe you something?
Like what?
You tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
At least nothing that you're willing to admit.
I didn't say that.
Just how well do you know Alan Spaulding, Christine?
It's just business.
What kind of business?
What's that?
Well, I don't know.
Now, come on, we've got to get out of here.
You know it's probably Alan. Both of you. You better leave.
No, you're coming with me.
No.
No, I'm not letting you out of my sight until we get to the bottom of this.
I've got to get my bags then.
All right, Mafioso.
I'm saying.
No, what if it's the police?
I'm not wanted for murder. Just go.
Roxy, what are you going to tell them?
I'll just tell them my car ran down the road and I came to use the phone. Go, please.
All right, but you be careful.
Well,
Meet where we decided as soon as possible.
Go.
That's all right, Mary. I'll just wait till Granddaddy gets home to find it. Oh, I wish you'd get home soon. Or else I wish Rusty would call. Granddaddy! There you are.
Linda Sue, what's all
Oh,
this?
Gosh, I've missed you so much.
And I haven't gotten rushed like this since I used to bring home presents when you were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Well, come on, let me take your bag. Let me take your hat. Come here, sit down.
All righty.
Relax, I'll get you some coffee.
Good.
And I want to hear all about Venezuela.
Well, ain't much to tell. I suppose things went off about as well as can be expected.
How's Daddy? Is he all
They
right?
seem pretty fair. I'm just sorry that he doesn't plan on coming back to Springfield anytime soon.
Well, I really didn't expect that.
Well, he wants to stay on there for a while. I agree. It's best that he doesn't risk a setback just yet.
And I guess it's better he doesn't see Vanessa right away, too.
Absolutely. A woman that beautiful is hard enough to forget without seeing her every day.
I do miss Daddy, though. So how are things between the two of you?
Oh, just fine. Pretty much business as usual. Didn't have any time to go fishing. What'd you expect?
Oh, I thought maybe Joshua called and...
And explained how I stirred up all those problems for Billy, making a challenge for him.
Well, did he?
Well, your Uncle Joshua hardly went into it at all. In fact, I told your Daddy myself. And your daddy not only understood, but he approved it 100%.
Then
He also understood that I did it for his own good.
see, that's a good sign then, isn't it?
Well, it shows that he's glad he's got his act together. One thing about Billy Boy, he always gave his old man the benefit of the doubt. Unlike Joshua, who's hard-pressed to give me the time of day.
Granddaddy, we have to talk about Josh. You two have got to settle this civil war.
Mindy, darling, I want that more than you'll ever know. But as long as that boy's under this roof, I deserve more respect from him.
He's not here anymore. Joshua moved out. Listen, I know you two fight a lot together, but you have to admit that you love each other.
Maybe, Mindy. It was best Josh moving out when he did, after all. Just appears that we're better off apart.
But you fought together to help save us from that hostile takeover by Diamond Head.
Yeah, so we did. We sure nailed those bad guys together.
That's right, and you couldn't have survived that apart.
And now he rides off into the sunset like some kind of lone ranger.
Maybe you still need each other more than you know.
Well, that was a crisis, Mindy. Sometimes it's rougher trying to keep the peace.
Isn't there some sort of compromising?
Well, fact is, I was thinking Joshua was right when he said we never should have merged LTA and Lewis Oil.
Oh, wait, well, you pushed for it at the time.
Well, that's because I wanted the family together, including working together as much as possible. But now, I ain't so sure.
Oh, that was a great idea. I mean, because even when families have falling outs, there's still a bond that will never break.
Well, it seems it's pretty well snapped from where I sit.
You know it won't stay that way for long.
How do I know that?
One of you is bound to patch it up.
Does your Uncle Josh seem likely to?
Well, he isn't in the mood at the moment.
Well, neither am I.
But you guys care about each other so much.
Mindy, my love for that boy goes root deep. But he can't see it. Not when it comes to business, anyway. Then all my caring is suddenly called meddling.
Well, you know, he's just trying to prove that he can run his own life.
So be it. We'll see how he does.
That doesn't mean you have to give up, though.
I don't intend to, Mindy, but I'm tired. I am tired of butting heads with that boy.
Okay, well then, so call a truce.
I'm also tired of trying to force a company that I built from the ground up with my own bare hands onto people who don't appreciate it, don't even want it.
Granddaddy, we all appreciate it.
Mindy, if one of my boys doesn't come around PDQ, ready to buckle down and run this company, then I'm going to have to find someone on the outside.
What do you mean, a stranger?
I mean a leader. Not some offspring who's too proud to earn his spurs.
Lewis Oil has always been the family business.
I hoped it would, Mindy. I dreamed it would, and I always assumed it would, right down to little Billy, and even Reva's little one. But if those babies' daddies don't come around, who's left to carry the torch?
Well, all I know is Lewis Oil has got to be with the Lewises forever.
Only problem is, who's to take over after me?
Is that better?
I know what you're trying to do.
Care to clue me in?
You want to know about that phone call, don't you?
How am I doing?
Not so hot. I told you 6 times, don't worry about it, all right?
That's what worries me.
Darling, I can handle it.
And I can stick to you like white on rice until you fess up. Now, are you going to tell me what's going on?
When I came down here, I had a pretty good job offer.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it was plenty of money. I wouldn't have had to start for a few weeks, so I could have spent some time here with you.
Why are you all making it sound like it's past tense?
Because they pulled the offer, that's why.
No, can they do that?
Yes, of course they can do that. They want me to head up their new division, and the funding didn't come through.
No division, no job.
That's correct. So, in the meantime, I'm going to have to head back to Springfield one of these days and start hunting again.
Well, you'll find something.
I know that. It's just that job hunting is the worst job in the world, man. I mean, it's all this work. It's no pay, you know?
Well, I'm going to go get my suitcase. I'm going to start packing.
No. You're not coming with me.
Joshua, you're not leaving me here.
Yes, I am leaving you here. We're going to go along with our plans.
That doesn't make any sense. If we're going to be low on money, then my stay
I
here
have
is
money put
absolutely out of
away.
the question.
Plenty of money to take care of the rest of you stay here and take care of the baby,
Great,
all right?
great. What happens after that?
I'll get another job. I'm not going to be unemployed forever. You know, I have a name in this business.
Honey, I know you do. But couldn't you use me there by your side? Joshua, I'll be a cheerleader.
Look, considering the reason you came down, I'm sorry that the cheerleading is just going to have to wait. I don't think you should go back right now. There's less stress here than there is in Springfield.
You don't think I worry about you here?
Well, at least here you won't have to watch me and HB going at it all the time, you know?
Exactly. I could referee.
After the baby's born. For right now, I just want you to rest and to be healthy, okay?
Rest from what? Only exercise I get is taking a shower.
Darling, I just want you to take care of that heart of yours. I mean, it's not just beating for you. It's beating for the life inside of you. You know that?
And for you, Joshua. Especially for you.
Roxy, God, you scared me to death. What are you doing here? Philip and I, thought we would get out of town and do a little relaxing. We thought we both deserved a vacation. It sounded like you pulled up with the SWAT team. Oh, that. Well, there was a deer in the driveway, so we just slammed our brakes to miss it. Where's Philip? He's up at the main house, getting some logs. I guess it beats chopping your own.
Yeah, well, I better go, too. Leave you two to your
Wait a
relaxing.
minute. Philip didn't tell me that you were going to be up here.
Philip didn't know.
What?
Come here.
What?
You see, I heard that Christine Belair might be here.
Christine? Well, what would she be doing here?
Well, we didn't have time to find out when your car came up.
Who's we?
Johnny and I. Him and Christine took off, and I stayed behind as decoy.
Oh, what a mess. Well, did you get anything out of her?
Some.
Well,
What is she doing here? Are you ready for this? What? Turns out Alan Spaulding has been taking care of her. Alan? And Christine?
The Reardon girl pushed this together. Your whole plan's out the window.
I know. Call the police.
What for?
Because we've got to stop them from going to the retreat.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Hello. Honey, is that you? Yeah, you'll never guess what I just got you. Well, it's small and black, and it goes click. Right. You're welcome. You got me something, too? A new transmission. Well, I think we're in trouble. Yeah, because I wrote a check for the camera, too.
If you're going TDY or TAD soon, it makes a lot of sense to open a second checking account now. Then you'll both know exactly how much money is in your account, and you can spend your phone conversations talking about more enjoyable matters.
Well, I guess I can return the camera. So, how much is left in the checking account now?
2 separate checking accounts. It makes a lot of sense when you're not together.
So, how do you like the new transmission?
Roxy, does Philip know about this?
Well, from what I understand, Philip and his father barely speak. Of course, you can probably hardly blame Philip. Alan Spaulding's not one to trust. This definitely proves that.
Yeah, well, Ellen must have a good reason for this.
All I know is Christine is a snake, and anyone who touches her deserves to get bit.
Well, what did she say about this arrangement here?
Not much. And what she did say was probably a bunch of lies. But if Alexander or Philip didn't give her permission to stay here, who's left?
Man, I see what you mean, but you don't know anything for sure here.
Not yet. But I'm willing to bet a lot of money that Alan Spaulding has some weird ulterior motive.
And it doesn't make sense.
I just wonder what his angle is.
Listen, Roxy, if I were you, I would stay away from all this.
Can't. Not while Johnny's into it up to his neck.
Man, what is Philip gonna do when he finds out his father's been hiding out a fugitive?
Well, he's probably gonna be none too happy.
No.
Maybe you shouldn't say anything to Philip about this until all the suspicions have added up.
I mean, keep something else from him?
He would go berserk in a controlled sort of way.
Yeah, maybe you're right. We'll hold off for just a while, okay?
Unless Johnny needs some advice from him.
Okay, you got a deal. Listen, maybe you should leave before Philip gets back from the main house.
Good idea. I want to try and catch up with Johnny.
Okay, good luck.
You too.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
I thought the deal was I go haul the wood and you get the groceries in from the cart.
Right.
So, what is this? What happened to the woman of the 80s?
You just caught her daydreaming.
Well, none of that. Mush. Get out there and get those groceries.
Now, that safe in Christine's room, how long has that been open?
It was open and empty when the probate officials arrived last week.
It doesn't do me any good.
I told you would find nothing. Though you have been much more thorough than the others.
Exactly what others?
How is it you know Madame Christine?
Oh, just through a friend of a friend.
As in, not so well.
No, not that well.
Then why do you come all the way to France to help someone you know not so well?
Well, I hate to see people get a raw deal.
Oh, then, Rusty Shane, you are the champion of the oppressed, like the great American Clint Eastwood.
Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not going to be much of a hero if I don't come back with some new information, believe me.
Well, maybe we could find it together, yes?
Now that would make my day. Why don't we sit down? When Christine came here last, why did she come?
Oh, well, Monsieur Valère insisted. I do not think she had any choice.
You're saying she was a prisoner?
Well, she was very unhappy here, and then she ran away.
So why didn't you report it?
Turn in Monsieur Valère? It would have been useless.
Now, don't the cops around here do their job?
That depends on who is paying them.
No reason France should be any different, I guess.
But while she was here, I did everything I could to make her stay as pleasant as possible.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, I do not report the man in her room.
What man?
The American, pilot. He was here the day she escaped.
Tell me about him.
He was, medium air. He was wearing a leather jacket.
Did Valère see this American?
I know, or he would have stopped them. Oh, he was in a mauvaise humeur après.
Yeah, I bet. Is there anything else you've seen going on around here that just doesn't seem right?
Well, there were strange men coming and going all times.
There were. Tell me about that.
I know so little.
Now, come on. You don't have to hide anything from me.
Oh, I would never try to hide anything from you.
I'm glad to hear it. So?
The only reason I tell you these things is because you seem so just.
That's me, all right. Go on.
Well, I would not be surprised if Monsieur Valère were smuggling wine.
Wine. And what makes you say that?
Well, there was always a great deal of business down in the basement, in the wine cellar.
How about showing me where that is?
There are long, hard days when you wonder, why do I do it? Why am I here? Then I hear from some of my friends back home, and I know why. Like Sally. She and I were a lot alike. Neither of us were sure of what we wanted after high school. She went to teacher's college. I enlisted and trained in personnel. On the job, I became intrigued by people and how they work. I had never even heard of systems analysis, and now I'm really excited by it. I've applied for training in that field, and if I qualify, I'll go ahead and re-enlist. Sally, she's finally discovered what she wants to do, too. She wants to go into business administration. Only she's used up all of her savings. She'll have to teach quite a few years to save enough money to go back to school. Me? I won't have to wait a few years. As soon as I've qualified and been accepted, I'll start to retrain. At the same time, I'll have a paycheck coming in.
Linda Sue, you're spoiling me.
Well, you've spoiled me my whole life. It's my turn now.
Okay.
Oh, it sure is glad to have you back here. The house just seems so empty when you're all alone.
I'll swear to that.
So good to have a family around, too. That's why Josh and Reva fit in so well.
Mindy.
With a little baby.
Mindy, darling, would you mind giving your old granddaddy a break? At least while I'm eating and talk about something else besides your Uncle Josh?
Such as what?
Well, such as something pleasant, like you and Mr. Rusty Shane.
That's pleasant?
What's the problem?
He's in France.
What the hell is he doing there?
Chasing down clues at Paul Valaire's house. He doesn't even speak French, does he?
Not to me. Is there anything else unpleasant between you two?
Well, we had a fight.
Oh.
But I wrote him a letter and apologizing for it and asking him to call me. He hasn't called me, and it hasn't been that long.
Oh, you'll hear from him.
I don't know. Rusty could get into a mood.
Mindy, darling, you're forgetting that I was here when that boy got some letters from you.
From Venezuela, so?
If I could put his reaction in a bottle, why, we could all have a dose of pure delight anytime we wanted it.
Really?
Hmm?
Well, isn't that... Really?
Really? You're coming to care for that boy, ain't you?
Well, I don't know. I think he's very nice.
Melinda.
I guess I am kind of crazy about him.
I thought so.
I can't help it if I like him.
Don't apologize to me.
No, the truth is, I want to tell him how I feel about him.
Well, say it straight to his face. It can't hurt.
Oh, it sure can. Every time we're together, our feelings get all jumbled up in translation.
Mindy, darling, I'm sure you'll come up with something that he'll understand.
I hope so. I do have one surefire idea.
What's that?
A present. Something to speak more than just words do.
Well, that sounds like a fine notion. What do you got in mind?
Well, I got him these toothpicks. You see, they're gold ones, and I got them inscribed and everything.
Oh, Lord, Mindy, don't encourage him.
And see, I guess I figured he'd think I'm teasing, which I guess I was.
Well, that's nothing new between the two of you.
And see, that's just it. I want to get something for Rusty to show him how I really feel about him.
You mean something, more,
Exactly.
Ah.
Yes, and see, that's what... I was going to get him a gun to show that I am really proud of him being a policeman. I thought, I don't want him thinking of me when he's out shooting people.
I can see your point.
But the way I feel with Rusty right now, he makes me feel so safe and so sure of things. And then I figured the perfect gift in the whole wide world for him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, you gonna let me in on it?
Oh, yeah, I have to. Because, you know what? I have to have your permission for it.
There are nothing but cobwebs down here.
Well, Monsieur Valère said it made the wine look older.
Well, I'm not much of a wine connoisseur, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary down here.
But then we're so busy.
Well, that's the kicker, all right. What are these barrels used for?
Monsieur Valaire's men, they bring them up and downstairs all the time.
These aren't the one used for wine?
Ah, no. The barrels for the wine are different.
Well, the question is, what went in these barrels, then, huh?
That is why I am so suspicious. I think they pack the wine in these barrels to make it look like something else.
It's just hard for me to believe that Valère made a fortune and got himself killed over some aging grape juice.
You are so American.
Yeah, well, let's see what's in these, huh? Nada. Well, so much for my lucky day.
Well, at least you can have a souvenir.
Oh, no, I don't drink while I'm working.
Oh, well, I'm sure Madame Valère would not mind.
Well, it's all French to me.
Well, so am I. And I am most agréable, n'est-ce pas?
You've been swell, Denise.
Thank you. I think you are swell, too.
I know someone who grew up rich and probably appreciate this stuff. Think even speaks your language.
Is he as handsome as you?
He? No. Let's get out of here. Now, what do we have here? Seems to be a lot of traffic over in this area.
Hi, Doctor. This is Reva Shane calling. I need to see you as soon as possible, and I was wondering whether or not you had any time available later this afternoon. In about an hour. Oh, that's perfect. Great. I'll see you then. You too. Bye-bye.
Ooh, boy, do I love gin.
Yeah, that's just because you're giving me a shellacking.
Oh, now don't give up, Joshua. Maybe your luck will change.
Shut up and draw.
Ooh. Gin.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Aces and nines.
You
right
can't
there.
have gin.
Boy, is that beautiful, too.
How did you... I'm gonna call Miami Vice. I'm gonna have the cards checked.
Oh, now why are you being such a poor loser? You've certainly had enough experience at it.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, don't worry about it, okay? I'll just get even.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to take you till Christmas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? What do I owe you? $10 maybe?
50 thou.
Oh.
What do you want to do? You want to switch games? Oh, this isn't fair. That's true. I mean, you are a chess player,
That's right. I'm a chess player. A thinking person's game, chess.
Oh, and you're saying I can't think? Let's switch games so that you can give me a shellac.
No. That's fine.
Why not?
That's fine.
Why not? You don't have to worry about winning like you do with HB. You can always give him a call.
How about another drink, huh?
Sure. I'll get him. And this time, I'm going to use a lot of passion fruit.
Don't you tell me where to go.
Actually, I would love to tell you where to go, but I think you might strike a deal with the devil and start building condominiums or something.
You're quick, Joshua. It's a pity you're not smart, too.
I am fighting, HB. I'm fighting right now.
No, you're not. You're letting pride stand in the way of you and your company. I've got the cash, Joshua. All you have to do is ask for it.
I'd rather see this company go straight down the drain than ask you for a dime.
No. You're looking for a scapegoat.
A scapegoat?
You want somebody to pat you on the back and tell you that your old pappy's to blame for making you the failure you are.
Hey, wait a
Ingrates
minute.
like you always take the
You
easy
can't
way
hide
behind your mama's skirts. Now, can't you? Look at you. Backing up, giving ground, scared to raise a hand, huh? That's enough.
Oh, hell.
Get out of here.
Are you all right?
Take more than one of your punches to hurt me. I promise you that I am going to keep my hands off. That is going to be my motto from this day on. I am real proud of the way my children have picked up the reins. And I promise you, I won't interfere much. And if I do, you can lasso me and tie me up in a boardroom with nothing but bread and water for a week. Joshua! What? You ain't thinking straight. Just because Alan Spaulding bought land next to ours down in Venezuela doesn't prove that he had anything to do with sabotage. Now, if you go charging after him right now, the only thing that you're going to gain is to tip our hand. You don't want that, do you?
No.
I didn't think so.
What do you suggest?
What do you think, Joshua?
I think if you have a reason, you should tell me what it is.
It's up to you to find the answer.
I beg your pardon.
You're in the driver's seat, right?
Yes, I am in the driver's seat, but this is not my deal.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't create the wealth either that put you in the position you are.
Daddy, that has nothing to do with what we're discussing right now.
If you want this company really to be yours, Joshua, not something handed to you on a silver platter, then you got to prove to yourself that you deserve it.
I fully intend to.
This is so typical. You create this incredible mess, I come in and straighten it out, and what are you going to do? You're going to blame me for interfering? Is that it?
Joshua, one day you will learn how to look at the whole picture. Then you'll do what has to be done. It's a pity you're so short-sighted you can't see that.
As of right now, as of this moment, I am no longer part of Lewis Oil. I am no longer a part of your company. And you are no longer a part of my life!
This what you were talking about, Mindy, darling?
Oh, it sure is. I've been looking everywhere for that.
Well, you couldn't find it because I kept it hidden in a special place.
Well, you kept it in a special place on the ranch back in Tulsa. Only then I knew where it was.
Well, some things a man holds close forever.
You know, I must have looked inside this box at least 100 times.
I remember the only time you tore yourself away from your dolls.
I don't know why these just set me dreaming.
They do that for lots of people, darling.
It's like there's magic around it.
Mm-hmm.
Why, even the name, Texas Ranger. It sounds like another race, more than human. Like it came out of nowhere to make the peace, and it just would vanish without a trace. Always strong and brave, and always caring for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I bet your friend, the ex-ranger who gave you these, never figured a little girl like me would get such a kick out of them. I can't ask you to give these away.
What's that?
Granddaddy, these are your treasures. I can't ask you to give this to Rusty.
Well, darling, I never thought I'd part with this, but now the time seems right. For Rusty, you are my old friend.
You sure the ranger wouldn't mind?
I think he'd be proud to have Rusty Shane wearing his gold.
Rusty'll treasure this forever.
You know, I'm so glad you talked me into this. Getting out of Springfield for a few days is a great idea.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I want to take you to some of the places I used to like to go to when I was a kid. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff I saw out here when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I want to take you, we can go for a picnic out to Frenchman's Creek. There's a cave out there that... Chelsea? Chelsea, something bothering you?
Too late, Mr. Spaulding.
Don't tell me that.
The police are already on their way.
Damn it.
There's no one there but your son and his girlfriend.
And your listening device.
Good point.
We've got to get it out of there before they find it.
Or worse, Philip.
And I've got to put a lid on Chelsea Reardon.
I'm sorry, Philip. Maybe it was a drive.
Well, you were in a great mood when we got here.
Well, I still am. It just doesn't show all the time.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. It's nothing like that.
It's not. You want to tell me what it is? Come on, sit down. I'm getting a little worried about you. Maybe I can make you feel better.
Open up in there, please.
Have you had any luck yet?
No, it pretty well seems solid to me.
Then why are there so few cobwebs?
That is a good question. Do you have anything like a crowbar around here?
Oui, in the garage.
Could you fetch it for me?
Un moment.
What the?
Good God Almighty.
We're sorry to bother you, Mr. Spaulding.
That's all right. Just doing your job.
We hate to bust up your weekend. Somebody must have just given you a bad tip. They must have seen the car and not realized that it was me.
You see anyone else around here?
No.
Well, you'd be surprised how often these anonymous leads pay off. We saw some stuff in your car, and we just thought we'd check by.
Well, we were bringing stuff in. We weren't taking it out, so...
Well, okay. Well, it's your place. You can take them anywhere you want.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Thanks for understanding.
Yeah, no problem. Well, this is hardly the start I had planned for our idyllic vacation.
No kidding. Wait a minute, are you sure that it's safe in here?
Yes. For now, anyway.
Well, God bless our happy little home.
Christine, we have to talk.
Why did you think of this place anyway? Roxy.
I need some straight answers, Christine.
Please, I've got such a headache right now. Let me get my head straight first.
Okay. But you've still got a lot of questions to answer.
What's the matter?
The stove, it's still warm there. The embers are glowing. Somebody's obviously been here.
Well, can you tell how long ago? I'm sure they've probably gone by now.
Let's hope so. I mean, I didn't see anything when we... Oh, my God.
This has been Guiding Light. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.